Before we begin, make sure you're alone. Close your eyes. Listen to the rain. Because every story has a heartbeat, and some refuse to stop. You're listening to Bloody Chapter. Like, share, and subscribe for more stories that haunt the mind long after the sound fades. Tonight's story. 4 in the rain where trust drives with you, but never makes it home. The rain had been falling since sunset. A silver car carved its way through the dark highway, wipers clicking like a metronome of unease. Inside were 4 friends. Liam at the wheel. Nate in the passenger seat, cracking jokes that fell flat. And in the back, Sophie and Eric, tangled in the glow of their phones. They'd been friends since college. But lately, that word felt more like a memory. They were heading to the cabin, the one they always used for getaways. No signal, no neighbors, just them and the rain. "Man, this weather's insane," Nate said, staring out the fogged window. "Relax," Liam replied, smiling faintly. "We'll be there soon." Sophie laughed softly. "You said that an hour ago." Eric just looked at his reflection in the glass. There was something off in his eyes. When they reached the cabin, everything looked the same, except for the padlock hanging loose on the door. "Did one of you come here before?" Sophie asked. "No," Nate muttered. "Maybe someone broke in?" Liam shrugged. "Let's just get inside. It's freezing." They stepped into darkness. The air smelled of wet wood and dust. The power was out. Only the flicker of phone flashlights cut through the shadows. Inside, the mood began to shift. The laughter faded. Eric found muddy footprints leading toward the kitchen. But they weren't fresh. They were old. Dry. He pointed. "Someone's been here." Liam chuckled nervously. "It's an old place, man. Probably ours from last year." Except, they hadn't come last year. Hours passed. Rain drummed against the roof like a heartbeat. Sophie went upstairs to change. Nate opened a beer and sat near the fire. Liam went to check the generator outside. Eric just watched the rain slide down the window, one streak at a time. Then, a scream. They ran upstairs. Sophie was gone. Her phone lay buzzing on the floor, flashlight still on. There were drops leading toward the bathroom. Not water. Blood. Nate panicked. "We need to call someone." "No signal," Liam said, his voice trembling. Eric's jaw clenched. "Then we leave. Now." They rushed back to the car, but the tires were slashed. 4 deep cuts, clean and deliberate. Nate kicked the bumper. "This isn't random. Someone's here." Eric's voice dropped to a whisper. "Or someone's been here all along." The 3 looked at each other. The rain swallowed their silence. Inside the car, they locked the doors. Nate sat shaking, holding the flashlight too tightly. Liam's hands were on the steering wheel, but he wasn't turning the key. Then Eric leaned forward. "Who had the keys when we got here?" Liam didn't answer. Nate's eyes flicked to him. "Liam?" He smiled, but it wasn't the same smile as before. You think I didn't notice? He said softly. You think I didn't hear what you all said about me? Eric's heart sank. Liam, what are you talking about? Liam reached into his jacket. Cold metal gleamed in the dim light. Nate lunged, but the sound came first. One sharp crack through the rain. Nate slumped forward, the flashlight rolling onto the seat. Sophie's phone buzzed again upstairs in the cabin, as if mocking them from beyond. Eric pressed against the door, whispering, Why? Why are you doing this? Liam looked calm. Because you never listened. He fired again. Eric fell silent. Only Liam remained in the driver's seat, breathing slow, rain falling steady. He looked in the rearview mirror, saw his own reflection staring back at him. Now we're finally quiet, he whispered. He turned the key. The engine hummed. And as the car rolled back down the road, 3 empty seats behind him, the rain started to fade. But inside that car, it never stopped.